All right. Covering 5.4 today. 5.4 is very similar to 5.3, except for this word, reciprocal. Okay? Trinity? Huh? So you want me to let you walk all over the school to try to find a Band-Aid and miss math class? No. You bleeding like all over the place? Let me see. Get a Kleenex, get a Kleenex, wrap it in with a Kleenex. All right, reciprocal. Reciprocal means to flip or reverse the fraction. Okay? To do the reciprocal, the fraction, whole number, or mixed number must be in improper or proper fraction form. Okay, it must be in improper or proper fraction form. So, for example, if I have the number 5, before I can do the reciprocal of 5, I must put it as 5 over 1. Then the reciprocal of 5 over 1 would be 1 over 5. Okay, let's say I had 5 over 6. 5 over 6 is already a proper fraction, so I don't need to change it. So I just simply 6 over 5 reciprocal. If I have 5 2/5, I must first change it to 5 times 5, which is 25, plus 2, which is 27, so 27 over 5. Then I do the reciprocal, and it's 5 over 27. Isaiah. That is the step. That's what the reciprocal is flipping it. But I have to get it in the correct form before I can flip it. Just like as I was walking around on some of your papers, or one or two of your papers, I saw you did exactly what I told you not to do yesterday with the multiplication. What's the very first step of multiplying fractions? Somebody raise your hand and tell me. Kennedy. No, you're on the second step. Tayshawn. What's the very first step before we cross-cancel, before we do Jimmy Neutron? Right, we have to change all mixed numbers. I mean, let's look at it. Step 1, go up here to the very top, right there. You do not need common denominators. When you have a whole number or mixed number, you must convert them to improper fractions before multiplying. Very first thing I told you yesterday. And some of you still did exactly what I said you would do. You'll go home, you'll just multiply the fraction, then you'll multiply the whole number, and you'll call it a day. It's the very first thing I told you. And the thing is, I'm going to copy it today. Okay, we're going to do that, and we're going to copy it. Then I'm going to run over to this page, and I'm going to go below this. So the second thing I've told you today is the same thing as yesterday. You do not need common denominators. When you have a whole number or mixed number, you must convert them to your improper fractions before dividing. But realistically, it is multiplying, and I will show you why. Okay? So, for emphasis, I have rewrote this part of the notes that we had yesterday. I'm beginning to think y'all don't ever go back and look at your notes. I don't even know why I really do notes. Because if we're just going to rely on what you can remember in your brain, you're going to be in bad shape. Okay, that just sort of proved to you. Okay, so the whole reason we take notes is not to fill up the time of the day. Okay, it is to teach you so you can go back and look at the problems that we did, and if nothing else, at least get, 40% on a homework grade. You do nothing but copy the notes. Okay? So, this applies today, because here's why. I'm going to take a division problem, 3/8 divided by 1/4. Okay? Step 1. Change all mixed numbers or whole numbers to improper fractions. That's step 1. Do I need to do step 1 in this problem? Is there any mixed numbers or whole numbers in this problem? No. So step 2. Change the division problem to a multiplication problem by doing the reciprocal of the divisor, the second number. So, step 2 is I'm going to change this problem. 3/8 stays the same. I change that to multiplication. I do the reciprocal of 1/4. What is the reciprocal of 1/4? 4/1. This is step 2. So we had step 1 up here that we didn't need. Now we're on step 2. Just what? Is 3/8 the second number? Second number, also known as the divisor. Okay? You have the dividend and you have the divisor. The divisor is what you change to the reciprocal. Okay? Step 3. Follow the rules for multiplying using cross-canceling, parentheses, Jimmy Neutron, before multiplying. So, Jimmy Neutron, there and there. Is there any common factors for 4 and 8? What? 4. So 4. So I'm going to divide 4 into 8 goes 2 times. 4 into 4 goes 1 time. Is there any common factors? 4, 3, and 1. No. So now, step 3 is already partially done. But I have now 3 times 1 on top, 2 times 1 on bottom. 3 times 1 is 3, 2 times 1 is 2. Step 4 is simplify your answer. In this case, simplify means I have to divide 2 into 3. It goes 1 times, be 2, remainder 1. Place that 1 over the 2. So 1 and 1/2. Huh? Any questions on that one? Before I do another example. Change this right here to multiplication because I did the reciprocal of the second number. You can't just change it to multiplication and do nothing to the number after it. Then you've got a totally different problem. So the inverse of division, dividing fractions, it's the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal of the number. Let's do another one. 8 divided by 2 and 3 over 4. All right. So, I'm going to rewrite it a little further away from the edge. Step 1, 8 divided by 2 and 3/4 gives me 8 over 1 divided by 11 over 4. Okay, how we got 11 over 4? We took 2 times 4, which is equal to 8, plus 3, which is equal to 11. And then we take the 11. That's how we got that 11 right there. So that's step 1. Step 2. I'm rewriting the problem because I want to make sure everybody understands what we are doing in each step. 8 over 1 divided by 11 over 4. Step 2 is we change it to multiplication. So this one just comes down. That changes to multiplication. And we do the reciprocal of 11 over 4, which is 4 over 11. Okay, you're not paying, hush. You're not paying attention, Lily. I described exactly what I did to get 11 over 4. I took 2 times 4, which is 8, and I added 3 to 8, which is 11. 11 over 4. It's what you asked me yesterday. It's what we did in 4.6. Step 3. So, my problem, 8 over 1 times 4 over 11, we're going to look to see if we can cross-cancel. Is there any common factors between 8 and 11? No, there isn't, so I can't do anything there. Is there any common factors? Four, and 1. Well, 1, but that doesn't get us anything. So no. So now I've just got to multiply. 8 times 4, 1 times 11. 32 over 11. Step 4 is we've got to reduce or simplify the fraction. So it's 11 over 32. So 11 goes into 32, goes in there 2 times, be 22, remainder 10, put the 10 over the 11. And that gives me 2 and 10 over 11. Trinity?
For our homework, will we have to write the common factor,
No. I'm just doing that so if you get home tonight and you don't remember, you can look back at the notes and go, oh, that's what I was doing there. Okay, I want you to try this one on your own. I'm going to put it up here so you can sort of do it with the steps that we had right there. We have 9 4/5 divided by 1 1/13. Okay, so step 1 is to change it to improper fractions. So do that. I'll give you a minute or so to get it done. All right, step 1. 9 times 5 equals 45 plus 4 be 49. So 49 over 5 divided by 1 times 13, which is 13, plus 1, which is equal to 14. That gives me 14 over 13. So that was step 1. Step 2. Step 2, first number stays the same. Change the division to multiplication. Do the reciprocal of 14 over 13, which is 13 over 14. Step 3. Is there a common factor between 49 and 14? What? 7. 7 goes into 49 7 times. 7 into 14 2 times. Is there a common factor between 5 and 13? No, they're both prime. So on top, that gives me 7 times 13. On bottom, I have 5 times 2. 7 times 13 is 91. 5 times 2 is 10. So 91 over 10 be 10. Into 91 goes 9 times, be 90. Remainder 1. Put the 1 over the 10. So it gives me 9 1/10. And that is your answer. Right. Yeah, well. All right. Your homework. .4, 12 through 27. Well, nice you show up today. 12 through 31. 12 through 31. 31. You have about 11 minutes left in class. I need you to go ahead and get started on it. That way, if you have questions, Jesse, you can come ask me. Yep.